Just wanna look at you. Got my head wrapped around another way. Just wanna see us two. She's not the only one outside your play. Falling down and waiting at your front door. Hear the sound and you're the one I run for. No one else can ever find a love like this. Love like this. Drink from right off the bottle. If we don't wake up tomorrow, could we just talk? What would you say about us? Tell me not to meet your father, cause he'll talk and we'll get angry. Could we just stop? Could we just take a breath? And you got me under your love, and you right there. Drink rosé right out the bottle. If we don't wake up tomorrow, could we just talk? What would you say about us? And you got me under your love, and you right there. Drink rosé right out the bottle. If we don't wake up tomorrow, could we just talk? What would you say about us? What would you say about us? Kills me to see you too. I wish that I could say it to your face. Thought she could love like you. Trust another thing you used to say. Take care now, it sounded so unusual. Last few words I'm holding on to you though. No one else can ever find a love like this. Love like this. Drink rosé right off the bottle. If we don't wake up tomorrow, could we just talk? What would you say about us? Tell me not to meet your father, cause he'll talk and we'll get angry. Could we just stop? Could we just take a breath? And you got me under your love, and you right there. Drink rosé right out the bottle. If we don't wake up tomorrow, could we just talk? What would you say about us? What would you say about us?
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, what a weekend we had. RLCS closed qualifiers. I did a 4-hour stream for Team Fusion yesterday alongside Shens. Man, oh man, it was so much fun. Oh man. And we had everything. We had wins, we had losses, we had cheers, we had boos, we had load shedding, we had disconnections. It was so much happening in just this short space of 4 hours. But Team Fusion is through to main event, so good for them. Very, very well played yesterday. And yeah, that will be streamed on Friday for day one on the Team Fusion Twitch page, which is Fusion_RL_. And I will be casting again on Friday. But now, okay, so let's go through what's happening tonight. First, we're gonna have a bit of an update on RLCS and on ACGL. Let me just put the music a little softer, so it's still a little bit loud. There we go, that should be better. So yeah, updates on RLCS and on ACGL. Then after that, we'll have the first scrim for Red Crown. We're doing a couple of Red Crowns games tonight. So first up, they are playing against Orlando Pirates as a scrim. Then they're scrimming against Limitless. And then they'll have their ACGL match for the RLZA grind against Unity Esports. So let's talk RLCS. So we had the qualifier yesterday, the closed qualifier, and interesting results that we saw there. So Nkosi Borders and Cosmico, they both had 100% win record in their sets. So Nkosi Borders came up against Fusion and they beat them. I think it was 3-2. It was a sweep, because I know it was a 2-0 win or 2-0 up for Nkosi Borders first. And then Fusion brought it back to go to game 5. But Nkosi Borders actually deserved the win a bit more there. So they took that. Cosmico also had a big day yesterday, 100% win record. And then the other teams that have gone through to main event include Bird, obviously Fusion, Sheffield Utes, which is an interesting take for me. Very nice lineup though. Balam is there. Obviously he's quite known in the RLCS scene. Then the newbies, Cape Flat Warriors. Now there's one name on the list that is in their team, which is Amogus. Obviously he's quite known by some of you, but the rest of the lineup was, fairly new. It included, let me just open my list on this side so that I can see what I'm talking about. So we had One Trick and we had Zuix. They played yesterday with Amogus for Cape Flat Warriors, and they played pretty well. They got 70% of their games, so they won 4 games, or they won 3 games in the end, but I think they had to play 5, so they did very well. Monarch Realm finally got their placement for the first time in ages. Poor Mustang, he's been pushing for this forever. He's the Mustang and Monarch Realms. They've been playing very hard, especially in VS, and now they finally got their place in RLCS, so well deserved. Unity as well went through. Obviously they've got a really good lineup, which we'll see later tonight, including Blade and Potato with a Gun. Now, obviously the main event is 16 teams. And in the top 8 that are already waiting in the main event are obviously the big names. So we've got Omnius Gaming, which is a new name as far as I'm aware, but it includes some of the names that you do know. So it includes Siphon, who moved from, is it Digital Devils, I think? Then Olympic, as well as Christian W recently making that switch from Apex, and Delhi as well. Then Red Crown is there, obviously the team that we're going to be casting on tonight. That is Daps, Declan, Tristan, and surprisingly, Boy974S has moved to Red Crown. His most recent team was Team Fusion. Then we've got Apex, which is now Original, Lackstar, Yun, and Eliakim. So Eliakim has moved over to Apex from Orlando Pirates, and he was replaced at Orlando Pirates by Shadow. Now, if you guys have been watching my scrims and my streams, then you'll have seen that Shadow has slotted in very well at Orlando Pirates. Definitely a good move for Orlando Pirates. Him joining, of course, the OG players, Happy Meal, Cam, and I see now they have Moy RP as well. That's a name I'm not too familiar with. WRG, nothing's changed. Weak Casper, Friction, Scepter, and Zikano. Nixa is Mr. Low, Skill Steel, Archeon, and Physics. And then we've got Limitless, obviously the number 1 seed in SSA, with Snowy Darth, to die for, and their new sub Nuke, who played in their most recent VS game in place of Darth. And again, very good move for him. He did very well. They played very hard Rocket League in that last match. And then the last but not least to join them is French Class, which is Werty, Wilu, and Sweaty Clarence. So we've got 16 teams going into the RLCS Spring Open, which is from next week Friday. Friday you'll have the team streams on their own channels, and then Saturday, Sunday is obviously on the ACGL stream. Yeah, big games, big names, big games. Absolutely looking forward to that one. Bremio, Cape Flats are a team to watch out for. Absolutely, they played their hearts out in this open, or in this closed qualifier, shall I say. Let me just have a look at their results quickly so that I can give you guys an idea of just how hard they had to fight. So on day 2 of Swiss matches, let me just go through it all. Let's have a look quickly. I need to open the link. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so in round 1, let's find them. They lost narrowly to Team Fusion 3-2. Absolutely gave them a hard time too. I remember that one. Round number 2, they went up against Project X. Just lost out. So that is a 2-0 to start with. Or 0-2 to start with, shall I say. But then they brought it back. Cape Flats went 3-0 against Voix. And then they, unluckily for Realms, got a forfeit win against them. And then they went and beat Vendetta Esports. So they worked hard for their wins, and especially because they went 2-0 down. You know, the mentality could have been down in the dumps, but they brought it back and they went through. Hello guys, how you doing, Ty? Welcome, welcome. Bumblebee, welcome, sir. Shout out to Dino for letting me know you're live. Dino is a bot in my Discord server. I'm glad he's doing his job. Don't pay him for nothing. But yeah, so RLCS, looking forward to it next week Friday. Please go and give a follow to Team Fusion. I'm going to post a link in the chat quickly so that you know where to go. Just open it on this side. Otherwise, how you guys doing, man? Yo, tonight is going to be good. I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, we are doing scrims for Red Crown. They are playing Orlando Pirates as well as Limitless, and then they have a match against I am losing my mind right now. They have a match against Unity. There we go. My apologies. There we go. There's the link for Team Fusion. Please go give them a follow so that you can stay up to date with the streams coming out. The amount of really good players and teams in the quali surprised me. Absolutely. Same here. I mean, I was casting on Fusion, so I didn't get to see much of what else happened. But as far as I believe, a lot of the games were streamed by Greybeard. He went back and forth between team streams and found some quality gameplay. I honestly thought it would just be C3s and GC1s. No. Even though we struggle to find games, it doesn't mean that they do. So absolutely. No, look, the SSA scene is growing massively, and it is really getting up there in terms of competing with the rest of the world. I think that give it a couple more seasons and you'll see a big change from the SSA scene. Right, moving on to ACGL. So ACGL is hosting the Grind Rocket League tournament. Definitely, most of you should know about that one. It's been hyped up so much with hashtag RLCS or RLZA Grind on Twitter, and I mean big names in that one. So at the moment they're in the main bracket. As far as I can tell, it's a round of 16 that has been played for the most part. We see Nixa beating Ocelot. We see Omnius beating Cosmico. Okay, Flats Warriors and Luparosa haven't played yet. French Class beat Vendetta. Orlando Pirates beat Nofia. Then Realms must play White Rabbit. Unity must play Red Crown. And Omega must play Fusion. So again, all the big names, everyone you remember from RLCS are playing in this one as well. And it's a big prize pool, as far as I understand. Let me see quickly. So we've got 6,500 Rand for first place. And then second, third, and fourth also get something. So what are we looking at here? 15,000? Give or take. Do I follow ACGL Uni League at all? I don't. I should though. That is a good place to be for upcoming talent, of course. But no, the focus at the moment is on ACGL Grind or RLCA Grind. So that should be good as well. I'm going to be streaming tonight for Red Crown against Unity, which is their round of 16. And then if they win tonight, then they could go up against Fusion or Omega. Marty's A team is number 1 in the league and Marty's B is number 2. Aren't you in one of those two teams, Lynx? As far as I remember, you mentioned that you play for Marty's as well. Good stuff to them. Marty's have pushed up their interest in esports. I'm noticing that Paul Russ is doing the same thing. So absolutely, like I said, the SSA scene just started with us being in our second season in RLCS. So with high schools and colleges getting an interest in competitive Rocket League, they are definitely helping us out here. Ty can't wait to get out of high school and ACGL school leagues. I mean, what rank are you? Because if you're anything above GC or GC and up, then you'll definitely get some teams that are looking. As far as I know, the lowest ranked player in RLCS, the split, was Champ 2, maybe Champ 3. Banana Cat missed out on main event by 1 game. That is crazy. Who does Banana Cat play for again? I remember seeing his name. Oh, here we go. Valkyrie Knights. The team owned by Kirika, the sub for Team Fusion. Went to last round of Swiss, best of 5. And went to the 5th game, I assume. Against Monarch. Sheesh. I mean, Monarch is not easy to beat though. Let's be fair to them. Yeah, we've had some upsets. I know that Lupo Rosso expected to win most of their games and they didn't get that right. Realms, of course, had to forfeit most of their remaining games because of load shedding. So thank you, South Africa. But unfortunately, yeah, Realms even came into the chat on Team Fusion stream last night and explained to us what had happened. And I mean, they're a top team, absolutely a top team. Then they deserve to be at main event. I mean, Fearless Carrot, not happy, and Fatal, as far as I can tell here. I mean, Fearless Carrot alone, I feel like they deserve to be at main event. But yeah, load shedding happens to all of us. I'm in a newer team called Xenon. We missed day 2 by 1 game. Not terrible for our first RLCS. And yes, I'm around GC. Keep pushing, bro. Keep pushing. Every team is going to lose at some point. You have to just keep going. The worst you can do is lose. Look at it that way. That's the worst you can do. So, yeah. Okay, so games tonight. As I mentioned before, we have Red Crown versus Orlando Pirates. Now, the roster in Red Crown is Declan, Tristan, and I can't remember the other one now for some reason. Daps. And then of course Boy has joined them as well. For Limitless and Orlando Pirates is Happy Meal, Cam, and Shadow. I assume that they might give Moy Api a run tonight as well, obviously seeing as that it's a scrim. Yeah, it's Tristan. Red Crown, Daps, Declan, Tristan, and Boy. Those are the 4 players for Red Crown. Then the next one is Limitless. Obviously we know Limitless very well. So we've got Snowy, Darth, and To Die For. And then they match at 9 p.m. So it's a scrim at 7, a scrim at 8, and a match at 9. So expect us to be here until at least 9:30, 9:45. And that's a game against Unity, which is of course Blade, Potato with the Gun, Chase, and Technic Eagle. Yeah, sup peeps, hello MJ, welcome. Tubbsy, welcome sir, how you doing? Man, it's always so nice to see these names, especially the ones that I recognize. You guys are always fun to hang out with and be around. That being said, I want to quickly give a shout out and a thank you to Wavy Vibex for the follow, as well as Duncan ZA for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome. Petition to force Limitless to change their org name because it's too confusing with Limit from Pro server. I hate to break it to you, but I feel like Limitless from Bro has to change his name. What would be funny though is if he went to go and play for Limitless at some stage. But yeah, we will talk about that in the future. That is not in our conversation. Alright, so I need to get my co-caster in here. Let me see if he has joined me. He's not yet here. Okay, he's asked for a 5-minute head up, so I'm giving him a 5-minute heads up. Yeah, I'm sure the last time I checked, Limitless was number 3 on the RLCS side overall. Yeah, they have done a whole lot better than number 3. Absolutely. Tubbsy, what are we doing today? Okay, let me repeat for one more time. We are going to do 2 scrims. For Red Crown Esports, they are playing against Limitless and Orlando Pirates. Hey, Manic, thank you so much for the sub. 6 months, hey, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Legend. Thank you so much. Yes, you got rickrolled. Yes, it worked. I'm so happy. Oh man, I was playing around with my overlays and my alerts the other day. Yeah, I decided to rickroll all of you. I'm going to allow your message links because yes, that is correct. Okay, let's see if we can get Mr. Bromeo in here, because he will be casting with me on the first game. Wait, let me see, where is he? I need to drag him in. Okay, you just need to join guests, and then I can just drag him in here. Why is my music not playing anymore? That is interesting. How long has the music not been playing? Jeez, I didn't even realize. Okay, let me just close the application, open it again. That seems like an issue. What time is the scrim? A scrim is now at 7, and then another one at 8, and then the match is at 9. Okay, music's back on. Rick rolls so loud, and it broke the music. Perfect, that's all I needed. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright. Mr. Bromeo, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Absolutely. Welcome to you. Guys in the chat, please welcome Mr. Bromeo. Let's see if your camera is working, and go to casting faces so that we can see your pretty face. There we go.
Hey, I'm on.
Hey, you are indeed on.
Oh, brilliant. How's it going, Dutch?
Lekker and you?
Yeah, can't complain. It's cold.
It is cold. I'm actually wearing a jersey for once. I never wear a jersey.
I mean, it's so cold, I doubled up on t-shirts.
doubled up on t-shirts. You don't own a jersey or jacket?
I mean, it's it, but I wanted to, sport this.
Ah, wanted to represent. I see.
This is how we roll.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm waiting for the players from Red Crown to invite me. I'm sure they will invite me in a sec, and then when they do, I'll invite you as well. Are you in the game, sir?
I am firing it up as we speak, good sir.
There we go. Cyberlinks, is that the Bromeo? Yes, it is the Bromeo.
It is me indeed. Welcome. Yeah, no, I realize that people don't actually see my face very often, so I decided to brush my hair for once. That's a lie. I didn't brush my hair. It's just the way.
It's just the way it falls.
It's just the way it
I mean,
is.
I could tell you that I brushed my hair, but I don't think it was necessary.
You look great there, Dutch. You look great.
I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Alright, so Daps has now joined my party, so that is an interesting approach.
Are we playing? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm warm.
But it's only Daps. Seems like we're going to 1v1 first.
No. There's 3 of us now. So Dap's going
Oh,
to be on
there's
our
3.
team.
Oh, here we go. Bromeo, Tristan is in the game, and who else do I need? You inviting everyone else? Question mark. Dutch got the Jason Statham cut. I mean,
It's a fair enough cut.
I'm quite shiny on top.
I'm
Manic didn't know he had a face. Oof, okay.
Wild.
Now you know.
Absolute wild.
I'm looking forward to this game. It's going to be fun. Especially since it's against Orlando Pirates and after that against Limitless. 1 and 2 in the RLCS seeding.
Ooh, that's going to be a beastly little matchup there. Let's see how these boys do.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're going to scrim against the best, right?
I mean, they say if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Oh, legs. I'm actually going to remember that I equipped anodized pearl in real life on my head. I love that. That is beautiful.
Now that you mention it, that does look like the paint selection you're going for.
Alex de Fatak, welcome to you, sir. Diegbroekie, yo. Oh man, I'm so happy you guys are here. I was worried that tonight was going to be a dead stream, but no. We already have 10 people, 10, 12 people watching.
Yo, Alex.
Fantastic.
Guys, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to close the stream down when Alex joins, when Diegbroekie joins. You know it's all going to shit. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that, but I did.
Absolutely meant that. By the way, guys in chat, can you please just help me out and let me know that the audio levels are good for me and for Bromeo, just so that we don't have any issues going into the actual matches. Okay, Boy is here, Shadow is here. We're just waiting for 1 or 2 more to join us. Audio is perfect. Global soft? What does that mean? Is everything else... is it just the overall volume? Because that you can adjust on your device.
Global soft.
Audio is perfect according to Diegbroekie and according to Penny. 3 games of C3, so ranked grind very soon. Yes, Lynx, we will definitely get into that ASAP. It's Max here on Twitch? Oh, okay, well then, I don't know. This is my volume. This is how loud things get. I can't put it up anymore on my side. We get you perfectly. Okay. Well, as long as you get me perfectly, that is the most important. So it seems that for Red Crown we've got Daps, Boy, and Tristan playing. Declan apparently has his birthday today, so according to Daps, he is too busy having an actual life and celebrating that.
I mean,
So-
that's a pretty fair reason not to be playing. I was playing anyway, but so I'm very biased. I play whenever I can. So, you know, if I was that coach, I'd kick him straight.
You want to have a birthday? You don't play on the team.
Yeah, like how dare you?
Remind me to never play for you, Bromeo.
Yeah, how dare you celebrate your one orbit around the sun?
How dare you?
How dare you? Our video game is far more important.
Okay, so it seems Happy Meal and Cam have joined us. So I think that they are just finalizing their last few details, but we should get ready to go soon.
Oh, I'm pretty excited.
What are you expecting from Red Crown versus Orlando Pirates?
Honestly, I don't see Red Crown taking this one, but that said, I do hope for a very close game. I hope that the lessons learned in game 1 and game 2 will mean, this goes to a game 4, game 5 kind of territory. That's what I'm hoping for. But realistically, I think OP is gonna knock these boys a bit. But we're here to get better. We're here to learn. So let's see how these guys do. I'm excited.
Yeah, so am I. I have a feeling that they are going to give them everything they've got at Red Crown versus Orlando Pirates. I think that they know who they're up against, and that they want to give them an idea that they are here to play hard and not just to give up quickly.
No, completely agree there. So, like I said, I think this is going to be a good learning experience. So I want to see growth over the games, not necessarily a final result.
I'm going to put a 2-minute prediction up so that the people in the chat can use their channel points and not destroy me in my ranked games again. So guys, by all means, go and choose who you think is going to win. You've got 2 minutes.
Hey, I can even predict you. I've got some beans.
Hey, should I bet all my channel points? That's up to you, Lynx. I mean, there are 3 games tonight, so there will be 3 predictions. It's I think they're doing either a 1-hour scrim or a best of 7 or something like that. I'm not quite sure what they've set up. All I know is that they asked me to be here, so that we can get some visibility on SSA scrims. Okay, Happy Meal's ready. Daps is ready, so I think they are going to launch the game now.
So 6 people have decided in the prediction so far that Red Crown doesn't stand a chance. That's a fair argument, considering some of those beans are mine. But let's see how. Oh wait, there we go. Red Crown's picking up 1.
30 beans on Red Crown.
That's a fair wager. Never judge.
We hope for the best for both teams, of course. This is just a scrim. It's not the RLCS Grand Final, but of course you want to bring your A game in every match that you play against other teams. You want to intimidate them. So, oh, look at him. Daps is here. Welcome, Mr. Daps. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. This is going to be fun. Are you ready, Daps? Are you ready to show Orlando Pirates what Red Crown is all about? We're just waiting for them now to just launch the game. I'm not quite sure what the holdup is. Everyone said that they're ready.
Because you're party leader.
Am I party leader? Oh, fuck. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, these guys are just chilling, waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Everyone's waiting for you. And all you needed to do is press
My
start.
bad. I am so sorry. Okay, no score, just custom game. Okay, private, create private. Team settings, Red Crown, Orlando Pirates. Back. Okay, no mutators, no bots.
Oh man, no small ball. I was keen.
Nah, imagine. I don't think they'll be happy about that. What should I do? Should I just do Manfield or Champions Field?
Champions Field.
Let's do Champions Field. Okay, I think we're ready to go. No score, please. That's not how we run scrims. Okay, now I know. Anyway, so here we go. Champions Field 3v3. There's no best of anything. They are just going to keep going for as long as they want to. As far as I understand, it is going to be just about an hour until their next scrim, which is against Limitless. So Are you in the game, Romeo?
Yeah,
You can
of
see
course.
clearly, everything's fine.
I can see clearly now. The loading screen is gone.
100%.
Let's go. People are auto joining. You can see they're just bouncing.
Okay, so Daps is the dot that you see
Dot,
on the blue side
dot daps.
with Boy, and it seems like... Oh, there's Tristan. Okay, everyone's here.
Are these boys playing?
Yeah, they are going. So we've got a good clear here from Shadow. Tristan is there to pick it up off the backboard. Tries to play it across his own net, just making sure it doesn't go towards it. Now Shadow's ready to collect here on the backboard, but Tristan's there to pick it up.
You're going to see OP putting a lot of pressure early on, and Dot Daps with a pretty good clear down into the orange half. Let's see if they can keep this pressure up. Let's see if they can start getting some movements going. And let's see if they can score us some goals.
Yeah, as you say, it is very expected from Orlando Pirates to put the pressure on from the first buzzer. And that's exactly what they're doing, with Shadow just narrowly missing out on that ball. Luckily, Daps and Boy are ready to just get it out of their half and put it on the backboard. Now Shadow is ready to pick up. He's got a bit of boost. He can make a little play here. Sees Happy Meal in the middle. Tries to get a pass, but Tristan immediately shuts him down.
No quarter given by either side as we're kicking things off. A whiff there, and Shadow will obviously take the open net. 1-0 up, 1 minute 20 in. Not bad. Let's see how this keeps going. But let's see who responds. I'd like to see a bit more from Blue. I'd like to see a bit more plays. Obviously, this is the first game. People are still a little bit unsure of what their opponents are going to do. But they've got everything to play for. Cam, off the wall. Can he beat Boy? Yes, he can. Can he beat Dot Daps? Yes, he can, but Tristan recovers. Off the side, passes to Boy. Can Boy make something of it? Plays it against the wall. Dot takes a shot. Fortunately blocked. Cam back in possession. Passes off to Happy Meal. Oh, great shot by Happy Meal. 2-0.
This is exactly the pressure that we were talking about in the beginning of this match, is that Orlando Pirates just goes and throws everything forward whenever they get the opportunity, and it seems like there's just that bit of miscommunication from the Red Crown players. It seems like we don't really know who's in what position in the most important moments, and Orlando Pirates are making sure that they capitalize on those mistakes. But as you said, it is game one, and of course, it being a scrim, we're not gonna, take it completely seriously. As Shadow says that he is taking things seriously, making this 3-0 within the first 2 minutes. But yeah, it seems like Orlando Pirates have got off to a fiery start here.
It does definitely feel that way. We're really hoping our boys in blue can bring it back a little bit. Pick up some lessons in this time that they're facing OP, because that is the point, remember. So let's see if they can bring some respect. Ooh, as I say that, Happy Meal puts one straight into the back of the net. This might turn to be a blowout.
This is a very fast start here from Orlando Pirates, and maybe a bit of a wake-up call for the Red Crown players. It is game one, of course, and they have plenty of time left to play a bunch more games here. No one really sticking to scores or rules or anything. It is just play as well as you can play and see what you're capable of. And look, for Red Crown, of course, this is a good warm-up. Not just for Limitless at 8 o'clock, but also for their actual match that does count in the ACGL grind at 9 p.m. against Unity.
Well, as far as things go, that's a very good enough reason to play Orlando Pirates. I mean, if you think about it, and this is important, is lower ranked teams need to play against the likes of Nixa, Orlando Pirates, Limitless. We need to play them as often as we can, because that experience that we gain from playing them is invaluable. So I say bring them on, bring all the scrims. It doesn't matter if they're losses, because one day they'll start turning into wins, and then we'll close down the gap between the top 3 teams and the rest. And we've already seen that in RLCS this season. that teams are getting closer than ever before. And I think that's really, really cool.
100%. That is actually, it's reassuring to know that the RLCS scene in South Africa is growing as Daps tries to get this game back under control. Cam with a bit of a miscontrol there, and Daps is taking a good shot against the crossbar. Luckily, it just bounces in. But yeah, well played to him. And for the SSA scene to grow as immensely as it already has in just 2 seasons in RLCS, I'm excited to see what happens in the next 2 seasons, even the next 3, 4, 5 seasons. It is going to go from strength to strength, and we're definitely going to see some new teams entering the scene, putting other big names in their place, and, you know, perhaps we might have a new top seed in the next season or 2. You never know.
You never know. I mean, I was rather pleased that Dap started this one in. Excuse the pun, it was terrible, but I had to. So
Oh man, you had to do that, didn't you?
everybody in chat, please forgive me. I will do it again. But seeing that...
And there we go.
Oh, lovely. Thanks. But
I'm hoping that comes through on the stream, because that is quality content right there.
it's top content right there. Tristan seeing if he can pull one off. Daps gets in there. Cam with the collection though. I want to see more blue goals, guys. Let's get these boys in.
Got a close one there from Tristan, just going off the corner of the net. Unlucky for him, but it seems like Daps & Co have kind of brought their way back into this game, which is a good precursor for the next game, because now it seems like they've warmed up a bit more than they did in the first half of this match. So hopefully we get to see a bit more balanced gameplay in the next one.
I've got to say I was very impressed towards the second half of the game. Red Crown definitely reined it in. They shored up the defense. I saw some very good saves from Tristan. As you can see, he did pretty damn well. So I think that if they learn these lessons, if they carry on the way that they are, and they keep these score lines close, they will definitely be able to reap the lessons that they're looking for in these games.
Yeah. 100%. And Lynx, you're saying in the chat that the thing about scrims is that it's supposed to be practice, and only perfect practice makes perfect. Gotta take it as serious as you can. Yes, I agree, Lynx, that you have to obviously, you know, play the best that you can in a scrim. But at the same time, you can remember that it's not always, you know, it doesn't really affect any kind of score or anything like that. I'm just seeing that we have got some players leaving the match here. So I think we leave and we make it again. Seems like we just had an issue with one of the players. Boy left and then joined again.
It's fine, we can all hang out in the lobby with friends.
100%. I'm just asking the players if I can start again. Okay, they are ready to go again, so I'm just going to create one more time.
So I was commenting that Orlando Pirates chemistry is crazy, and I have to agree with that. I think the hallmark of Orlando Pirates play is their passing plays, you know, with Happy Meal anchored at third man. They play off the back, and the passing plays that they set up are completely nutty. And that's why I'll take any opportunity I can to have a watch at these guys, because this is what we're here for. This is Rocket League right here. These guys are the originals. So I want to see more of this. I want to see more scrims. Let's see if we can do this every week.
Absolutely. I mean that is exactly what I've put myself up for. I message all the captains from these teams and say to them, guys, let me stream for you, even if you don't want me to cast, or if you don't, you know, as long as we can get some visibility for those who love watching RLCS and VS and those competitions. Let us see you. Let us see what you are capable of, and let us enjoy the content. And I'm very happy to say that every captain has said, you know what, why not? Let's do it. It's good for the scene. It's good for growing the community, and yeah, like here we are. I mean, we've got two of the best teams in the country just having a scrim, and here we are just casting on it. We get experience, the viewers get to watch some good gameplay. Who's losing here? No one's losing.
No, definitely. I completely agree with you. Yeah, this game is getting off to an octane start, though, with Orlando Pirates are immediately putting the pressure on. Shadow scoring. It is rough out there.
I wanted to ask if there was supposed to be another pun, seeing that Shadow is driving an Octane, but I'm going to wait for you to confirm that, otherwise I'm going to let that go. But yeah, again, spicy start here from Orlando Pirates, making sure they get that early goal, just look within 20 seconds of the game starting. It seems like Cam was just AFK for a couple seconds, which is why we had to recreate the lobby. But they're all underway, and I'm hoping that from a Red Crown point of view, that they've warmed up a little bit and they got those jitters off, and that they're now just going to play hard Rocket League.
Well, as you say that, Happy Meal pings one right into the back of the net, and I've got to say, I love the way that Orlando Pirates rotate around the ball. They always keep so much space. They're never clumped in the same area of the field. You see these long passes, and they always find a man. They are so accurate, and it's a joy to watch, honestly. So let's see if Blue can bring some in. I want to see some passing plays. I want to see Boy to Tristan, Tristan to Dot. I'm calling him Dot now, by the way.
It's just easier. Yeah, it doesn't help us casters when players change their names to something on screen that has nothing to do with their actual name. But yeah, Dot for me is perfectly acceptable.
Well, you see,
But I have to
Dot
say, though,
taking
from-
it up the field. I'm sorry, man. My
No,
internet
100%.
is doing wonderful things right now.
That's all good. But what I was going to say is for Orlando Pirates specifically is I love to see that they've brought in this new player, Shadow, who obviously isn't new to the scene, but he's new in the team. And from the get-go, he just seems like he's been here for years. He doesn't look like he had any sort of, growing pains or trying to fit in with Happy Meal and Cam. He just came and started playing, and they just dominate. It is absolutely amazing to see how some players just click from the first second.
If I'm correct, Shadow came from ATK, right?
Shadow, as far as I understand, came from Apex. He was Shadow Hunter
Apex.
was in Apex before this.
Apex. So, I the way I understood it is that when he joined, I already knew that he was going to be a very, very clean fill, because they swapped him out for a Eliakim, who everybody knows in the scene, everybody respects, and it was a bit of a shock because the caliber of Eliakim is huge. So when Shadow joined the team, I didn't have any worries. I knew that the guy was a very good player, but to know that they replaced Eliakim with Shadow means that Shadow is at the very least on the par with Eliakim.
Yeah, it's a very interesting switch because, as you say, we didn't really know Shadow before Apex, and obviously we know Eliakim, and to make that swap is a very interesting decision in the RLCS, but it seems to be working for both teams. And as far as I remember, Shadow or Shadow Hunter was a coach, or is still a coach, but he joined Apex server a few years ago as a coach, not really someone that was looking to be a pro player. And I think that Epidex just convinced him to start playing for the pro team. And I mean, look at him now; he's in one of the top 2 teams in the country.
I mean, forget about just playing for them. He moved to our country for them.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, guys.
Where's Shadow from? Do you know?
I stand corrected. I think he's Dutch. But I'm sure
Is he?
chat is gonna tell me right now.
Does someone in chat know what the origin is for Shadow?
Otherwise,
That is a very interesting fact. I did not know that.
otherwise, Liquipedia is going to tell me very shortly.
That would be very interesting to know that that someone moved all the way from Europe to come and live in South Africa and be part of firstly Apex and now for Orlando Pirates. Oh, that is a brilliant demo play there from Shadow to give Cam basically an open net. Brilliant control from him as well in the air, and his teammates just clearing that way for him there. So we've got 4-1 on the scoreboard in the favor of Orlando Pirates, and we've got a minute left. If Red Crown want to play the best that they can against Unity, they really need to pick it up in these games against Orlando Pirates and against Limitless in a few minutes.
I mean, definitely that's a good warm-up. I just checked on Liquipedia right now, and in fact, I am very incorrect. He is South African, so don't listen to a bloody thing I say. I know nothing.
Look, Shadow is a very generic gamer name, so maybe you've confused him with a different Shadow in the scene. But nonetheless, I mean, well played to him. He's moved his way up through the ranks and now recognized as one of the top players in SSA.
100%. I like what I'm seeing from Blue here, by the way. Back to the game. Let's see if we can get some more in. Very, very close. Cam with the goal line handling, though. Let's see if he can get it into the back. Wow!
Oh, man.
That was some...
What is this control?
That was absolutely wild. End-to-end stuff there.
Cam with a beautiful air dribble, basically from, I think it was from his half as well, before the halfway line, slotting it straight into the net.
I'm playing it off the wall, almost a fat pass there. Let's see if Daps can dot another one in. Unfortunately not. The game will end with Orlando Pirates taking the dub.
What is happening in the chat?
You don't want to know what's going on in the chat. You don't want to get involved there. It's wild.
I see that you got involved. Say it on stream. You're mid. I don't know what's happening there, and I'm going to leave the chat be on their own. I feel like we are all adults here, or at least most of us. And yeah, Orlando Pirates definitely giving the best that they seem to be able to give for Red Crown. And I don't know, what can Red Crown do differently in this next game to try and bring the game back? Because right now Orlando Pirates are just, you know, having a walk in the park, it seems.
Look, it was always going to be a very tough game. Let's be realistic about this. But we have seen some very, very good showings from Red Crown that they are here to play and they are here to get warm. Chat is busy saying that they should shut down passes. I completely agree. That's where Orlando Pirates' strength is. Shut down the passing plays, stop Cam from dribbling it into the back of the net, and get them early before they receive those passes. And I think we've got a game on our hands.
So more aggressive play is what we want to see from Red Crown. Take note of what Orlando Pirates is doing and try and hit them with the same medicine, shall we say.
I wouldn't even say more aggressive necessarily, just more controlled. They need to control the hit. They need to make sure that then when they hit the ball, they don't lose possession of the ball. Happy Meal about to knock this one in. Couldn't capitalize on it though. Fantastic 50 by Dot. And now Shadow playing it in, seeing if Happy Meal can finish it off again. You see the passing plays, that's what they're trying to do. You'll see Cam go for the glory goals, but by and large, they play the passing game, and it's beautiful to watch when it's working.
Well, from a neutral standpoint, I'm happy to see that we have a minute of gameplay over and done with, and there has been no goals yet, which means that Red Crown are now finally bringing a bit of oomph to this game as Tristan puts that in the net, gets a good 50, and just forces his way past Cam. Unlucky for Happy Meal, just not in the right position there. Well played. Nice one, Tristan. Let's keep this up.
The Season 4 Dunk Master takes Red Crown up in the third game with about 3.5 minutes to go. If this is a portent of things to come, I'm all here for it.
Absolutely. Now keep in mind that we've got about a half an hour left for Orlando Pirates to have the scrim with Red Crown. After which, of course, they are going on to go and play against Limitless. And look, if Red Crown don't start showing their qualities here against Orlando Pirates, I feel like they might struggle even more against the quality that is in Orlando, in Limitless. But put that on hold because, boy, the new substitute for Red Crown finds himself with a completely open net.
You don't see that very often.
Especially not from Orlando Pirates.
Not at all, but now we're seeing Red Crown 2 up, 3 minutes to go. Boy with a fantastic save, playing it up against the wall. Pressure still on by Orlando Pirates though, so let's see if they can get out of this one.
I'm seeing some advice from the legendary Cyberlinks in our chat, saying not just go for one push and retreat back, keep applying pressure. Red Crown is giving them so much space in midfield, and then after the goal was scored, C shut down midfield. So basically what you're saying is intensify the pressure, stop them from creating any sort of plays, and pen them back. While doing that, of course, starving them of boost, getting a bump here or there. So far, it seems to be working for them, whatever they're doing. So maybe Daps is still in the chat and he's taking your advice, or maybe they just, they figured this out as the pro team that they are.
I think the best piece of advice I can give Red Crown is score more goals than your opponent, and then you'll win.
Oh man, who knew that winning a game of Rocket League only needed more goals from the one team than the other, as Daps puts us in for 3-0. Much better performance here from Red Crown.
We were playing Rocket League, but now we're watching American football. Fantastic lead blocking action by Tristan there. Absolutely dominating his opponent out the way to allow Dot to dap one in.
Dot to dap one in. I really like these play on words that you are throwing our way tonight, Mr. Bromeo.
I don't just play Rocket League, sir. Absolute.
Oh, what a save there from Doc Daps.
Absolute drama on the blue line. And somehow they came away with it.
Well, they seem to have dug deep from the losses in the first 2 matches. But Cam straight into the thick of things there. We thought that Shadow was just going to try and control this, maybe get a nice little air dribble bump or something, but no, Cam just comes in, slams the ball straight into the net, not giving anyone an opportunity to react to that one.
Shadow was there for the style, but Cam was there for the goal.
As we expect from the Orlando Pirates players, there always has to be a little bit of flair from at least one of them. But you'd be a fool to think that the other two don't just make sure that everything goes the right way.
Boy doing his own business on the other side of the field and hitting in a fat demo. Dot with the back pass, back to Boy. They're doing pretty damn well. If they can maintain this lead, they're going to take their first dub of the series. And this is what we like to see.
This has been a much better performance from Red Crown. Nice passing play here between Daps and Tristan. Tristan's there, sort of the backboard. Daps is there. Oh, it just gets blocked out to the side. And now we've seen that Orlando Pirates can make a play of their own. But Boy is there instantly to shut that down, giving Daps an opportunity to go to the corner. Tristan picks it up, takes it over Happy Meal, but gets bumped out of the way, and Cam gets an easy clear. Good rotations here from Boy, making sure that that doesn't go past the halfway line. But Cam has other ideas.
We're talking so much about Orlando Pirates passing plays, but we've said nothing about Red Crowns. They have been immaculate in Game 3. Simple passes, making them count, getting them into the back of the net, and that is how you win games.
Unfortunately, in the first 2 games, we didn't have much to say about passing plays from Red Crown because they just weren't given the opportunity to have some passing plays by Orlando Pirates. But game number 3, they've come back, they've pushed hard, and now they're finally seeing their first win of the scrim against Orlando Pirates.
Red Crown clawing back, scores 2-1 now in this best of 7, and I am here for it. I love it. I love to see this, and if we can take this to a game 5, this will be my night made. So let's see if Red Crown can bring back another game. Let's see if they can level the series, and let's see what happens.
Cyberlinks in the chat coming in with a GG easy. Looks like we've got a little bit of feisty happening in the chat there. But yeah, Links, we are definitely going to sign you up as a coach. Cam has had enough in game number 3. He doesn't want them to score goals and goes for an early lead here. 2 seconds on the clock taken and immediately scored a goal. Just puts Red Crown back in their place.
I must say, I wasn't expecting Cam to get pissed off about the commentating not in their favor, but he is definitely taking it to heart. He is definitely going guns firing. Cam's again tackled though, boy, with a good 50. Playing it all around the field. This is a little bit disjointed, but you see that passing play and that demo. Orlando Pirates are here to play.
That's a brilliant vision there from Shadow, seeing Cam waiting for him in the midfield and is like, give me the ball and I'll slot it for you. 116 kph. That's a really decent shot, and nice demo leading up to that as well. Very early 2-goal lead here from Orlando Pirates. It just seems like they may have shut off a little bit in game number 3, you know, realizing that games 1 and 2 were relatively simple for them. And I don't know, is this the game where we see 7-0 thrashing, or do we see integrity and, you know, being able to that you know, that deep digging kind of sense from Red Crown to bring this back? I mean, we've got 4 minutes left. Anything is still possible, right?
I mean, I completely agree with you. We've spoken at length about how dangerous Orlando Pirates passing plays actually are. And you see, we're putting a lot of plaudits on Cams for scoring those goals, but Shadow is in there with 2 assists. He is the man. But Red Crown bringing it back one by Tristan.
That's a brilliant play here. Unfortunately, Shadow just gets an awkward touch to the midfield, and Tristan reading that from basically the halfway line and just bolting for the ball, making sure that goes straight into the net. It's an interesting comment from Cyberlinks in the chat saying that Happy Meal is SSA Com. Of course, we know Com for his demo tactics and his somewhat toxic plays every now and then, but it's a, I mean, I would say it's a compliment to compare Happy Meal to Com in that regard.
Did you just say compliment?
Oh man.
That's your fault. That's not on me.
Yes, it is a compliment. You're welcome for that one. You know, a pun is good when you don't even realize you've made it.
It's even better. You're not forcing it. It's natural. No.
That's a good shot there from Boy, but good save as well from Cam.
Dangerous
Oh,
back
it's
pass.
3-1.
Oh. Shadow capitalizing on that lapse in concentration. Dangerous back pass back to Tristan. Unable to handle it, and Shadow capitalizes, putting it in the left corner.
It was an unfortunate touch there from Tristan. He seemed like it was just a bit too far forward for the back pass from Boy, and it was immediately capitalized by the Orlando Pirates. Daps gets a good save, but Happy Meal immediately goes for that calm demo. Shadow puts it on the backboard, goes for the double. What a play from Shadow. good back pass there from Cam as well. Tristan doesn't quite catch up to Shadow, and Shadow just slots it off the backboard. What a play there. And it's 5-1 now to Orlando Pirates. This seems like a runaway game once again.
We were hyping up Shadow's support play, but now Shadow proving us wrong, saying he's just as good as striking, hiding there on the backboard, seeing if he could sneak in a hat-trick there. Blue not letting him have it.
There he is again, once again up in the air, but Tristan shuts him down instantly. Cam gets a good beat. Shadow on the backboard, bullying the players from Orlando, from Red Crown. But Red Crown come out just.
They
just got out there. Oh, there's a good pass there. Oh, there's a nice shot from Shadow once again.
Oh,
I think that completes his hat trick.
Shadow
What a play.
snagging that threefer.
Now let me tell you this way. In that situation, if I was Cam, I would have gone for the shot. But that is the difference between everyone and RLCS players, is that they see that if they go for the shot, they have a 50% chance of scoring. But if they pass, they've got a 70 to 80% chance of scoring, and that's the difference. And that's why they are the best players in our scene.
Completely reliable statistics brought to you by Dutch. Not affiliated
Absolutely
with any
reliable. We don't talk about the percentages. We just talk about the fact that it was an amazing goal and a great pass.
Works all the time, 80% of the time.
Mr. Greybeard is in our chat. Welcome to you, sir. Picking up a Stompy from ages ago. Shadow was a top player here who decided to move to EU 3 months before RLCS was announced, so he's come home to compete. So Bromeo, your story was in the right area, just the wrong information.
No, I was right. There was no wrong information. He came from abroad to play. That means that I am vindicated. Thank you, Greybeard. Thank you for allowing me to be right when I was so wrong for at least 15 minutes.
You somehow got the right answer, but with the wrong workings. Alright, we'll take that. What a play here from Cam. Can he get it in? Oh no, it just gets cleared out by Tristan, who is immediately there to follow it up. Happy Wheel gets a good clear though, and Shadow immediately back on the ball. He sees Cam in the midfield. Cam is there, takes the shot. Oh, and it just goes off the post. Again, the passing plays from Orlando Pirates is second to none.
This is end-to-end stuff here. I was pretty sure the passing play that they were putting together was going to end in a goal. It looked inevitable. Fantastic play by Red Crown to stop it coming across. Tristan putting it across, trying to put it in. 30 seconds remaining. Let's see what they can do. Is this going to be a Brazil, or are they going to restore something to this game?
It is seeming to be a bit out of hand here for the Red Crown guys. Orlando Pirates just dominating 3 out of 4 games so far, but I mean it is still a scrim, and they are just here to practice and to warm up for the match that actually does count towards points, which is against Unity at 9. Greybeard, yes, it is actually the legendary Bromeo that is casting with me tonight, so happy to have him involved. And then a bit later on, we will also be hearing from Maxpresso. He just has a bit of the sheds of load at the moment, but he will be joining us for at least the match against Unity at 9 p.m.
That is 100% true. I am just fluffing this seat for Maxpresso, so when he arrives, he can give you that oral sensation that you guys were all looking for.
Oral sensation. I feel like we shouldn't look into that too much.
I mean, it's oral. You're not supposed to look. You're supposed to listen. Please.
All right, before the chat goes off on a rant, we're going to leave that right there. Cyberlink's coming in with an interesting statistic. 99% of all gambling addicts quit right before they're about to hit big. Now, I don't know if that's relevant. Romeo, is there a reason you're in the game?
Oh, shit. I am so ready to get in this game that I feel like I'm already in it. So I was just living out a dream there. You should have just let me have it. I was ready to get on and play.
Romeo wants to get into the thick of the action here and show Orlando Pirates that he is ready to play in the RLCS as well. I mean, any team would be lucky to have him at this stage.
Greybeard calling me cringe for joining an obviously winning team. I see this as an opportunity for them to see exactly how good I am. And so, no, not cringe, Mr. Greybeard. It is a win.
I would say that it is not quite cringe as it is proactive and perhaps a little naive, but every player has had to start somewhere, right?
I mean, that's 100% true. Speaking of starting something, Dot trying to create something off the wall. Happy Meal collecting it quite comfortably though. Seems like they're gonna mash it around in the midfield for a little bit, courting each other, nothing seemingly going towards the nets. I think they're testing each other out in game 4.
It does seem to be a little bit of a midfield battle in this game, particularly obviously Orlando Pirates having had the upper hand in most of the games so far, but yeah, we don't have that early goal that we have had in every game that Orlando Pirates has won. As I say that, I get hit with the commentator's curse. Cam slotting that straight in, a great pass again from Shadow, that support play that we were talking about, and Cam realizing that ball is perfectly poised for him to just slam it in.
Fantastic assist by Shadow. MJ saying in chat, saying I should insert myself into a team they'll never notice. Maybe that should be the rule of Scrims, is that if we feel that this game is going, you know, a commentator can join and cast as you guys are playing. Add the flavor.
Cam with the ugly vitality skin, according to Cyberlinks. I mean, a man's opinion is a man's opinion, and if the vitality skin is for him to feel like he's faster, then by all means, use what you will. Leah enters the field. This is an interesting change, so it seems like we've had a sub.
Not only has there been a sub, but there's been a second goal for Red Crown. Red Crown taking the lead in this game in very, very quick succession.
Now, this is an interesting question, because as far as I'm aware, the players from Red Crown are Daps, Declan, Tristan, and Boy. So now my question is, who is Leah? Does anyone in the chat know about Leah? Is it just one of the players that's changed their names? Or is this actually a player that we were just not aware of?
Well, whoever it is, they are now Leah and shall be known as Leah.
Just playing it calmly and slowly here, but getting blocked out almost instantly. Leah trying to play it off the backboard. It's a good pass though. Daps or Dot ready to collect. 3-1 to Red Crown. Seems like they saw the previous game and said no more. We are now going to play hard and we're not going to give them that, what was it, a 6-1 lead. It's the caster on their side joining in. They thought Bromeo was joining with them.
Let me add him. Let me add him. I'll join this game right now. I don't care. Well played by Red Crown, though. They're grabbing this game by the scruff of the neck. Let's see what they can do.
That is a brilliant play there from Shadow. Taking it slowly up the backboard here, getting what seems a double tap as a pass to Cam, which is not something we often see. I want to say he went for the shot, but at the same time, he obviously knows better what he's doing than I do. But brilliant play, nice pass, and a good goal.
OP definitely not out of the hunt just yet. Tristan trying to make sure that it stays that way, but unable to capitalize on that. Shadow doing some wild things. Fantastic save by Leah though. Another great read on the backboard by Leah, playing it downfield. Let's see if they can get something going now. Tristan on the attack. Cam playing it up. But it looks like we're going to be sitting here in the orange half because, ooh, as I say that, as I'm busy cursing myself, a long range attempt by Cam smacks it straight in the back of the goal.
There was an unfortunate back pass attempt there from the Red Crown players, and immediately picked up by Orlando Pirates and just slotted from the halfway line into a open net, which is something that we don't like to see from any team. When it comes to rotations, you always want someone to at least be somewhat close position to make a save from pretty much anywhere on the field. It was good control here from Leah. Nice shot from Daps, but it gets saved by Shadow. Now Cam has boost. He's got plenty of it. Beats Daps on the backboard. Just doesn't get to it though. Leah gets a clear out and Tristan's ready to follow it up.
Definitely.
Cam, cool as you like, taking it back into the midfield. Getting shut down by Leah instantly. Now passing play. Shadow to Happy Meal. Happy Meal trying to find Shadow again. But again, Red Crown just keeping it away.
Definitely seeing two very contrasting styles, with Red Crown playing a more possession-based game and Orlando Pirates passing it every way from Sunday. So that with Orlando Pirates game, we're seeing the ball hitting all corners of the field and then ending up in the bang of the goal. But Red Crown, when they hold on to it, they're looking very, very promising. The short plays, the possession plays, we're seeing some good goals coming from them. 15 seconds to go. The game is tied up. This is anybody's game.
It is a much closer game, indeed, and that is a good thing for from a Red Crown perspective, because obviously they're going into the next scrim against Limitless, and then of course the match against Unity. So bringing Orlando Pirates to an overtime is, in my books, a very good display. Question in the chat from Cyberlinks: what decal is that on Leah's car? I see it everywhere. As far as I know, it is one of the standard decals for the Fennec. I think it's a Blockbuster or Buster Block, one of those two. It is a decal that comes with the game, as far as I'm aware. Oh, it's a good shot there from Cam. Beautiful pass again from Happy Meal. Seeing it on the sidewall, putting it straight towards the middle. Cam ready to collect, and what a banger. Finds the spot where no one is able to defend it.
OP closing that one out in style. I think, what's the score now? 3-1?
I think we've had game 5, to be very honest. Yeah, it is indeed 4-1, but no one is keeping score. That being said, though, I think that for the essence of time, we do have 10 minutes until they are supposed to play against Limitless. For your sake, Bromeo, we are back on our faces on stream, and I think that for our voices to hold and for everyone in chat to take a breather, I think that we take a short little break until Limitless joins us. Orlando Pirates and Red Crown gave us a good showing. I think they might be playing another one, but after that, we are going to be casting on Limitless against Red Crown. Bromeo, thank you so much for casting with me on this one. I think that if you will, perhaps join me for the next one until Mr. Maxpresso gets here. We just don't know what his load shedding is doing. But yeah, guys in the chat, we will be back in a few minutes.
Holding back range with every ounce, but one false move, and like a line out bouncing. 'Cause I know what you did. Secrets out, and I guess it wasn't news to everyone else. Darling, look what you started. Had to play me for a fool now. See what you made me do now. At the end of my wits, fire burning inside. I'm losing control, can't pretend this time. Better off for cover, 'cause you're far from safe. 'Cause now it's time to open the floodgates. nothing you can say. 'Cause from now on, you're gonna feel my pain. It looks like your back is up against the wall. No excuses, can't take it back now. So feel my wrath now. You started. Had to play me for a fool now. See what you made me do now. Fire burning inside. I'm losing control. Can't pretend it's time. Better run for cover. 'Cause you're far from safe. 'Cause now it's time to open the floodgates.
All right, back we are, and we are now waiting for Limitless and Red Crown to get going. It being a scrim, I don't think that we should be doing a prediction, but that being said, I do need to give OP points to those who have predicted them. Yeah, it looks like we already have the players here, and Snowy's asking what's with the stream. I thought he might have been made aware of that. Is it okay? I need to ask.
Otherwise, we're just hanging out.
That's exactly it. Seems like Snowy was not made aware of the fact that we are streaming the scrim. So we might just... Okay, he says it's fine. So 100%. There we go. So, Snowy, along with Darth, and To Die For Team Limitless. And then against Red Crown, of course, that the team in focus for tonight. And they are ready to go. So let's us switch to the casting page. And what do we expect? Obviously, we know Orlando Pirates. I keep mixing them up. We know Limitless are a brilliant team. They've dominated every game that they've played, every competition that they play in. What does Red Crown do to try and bring their best in this game?
I think Red Crown just needs to build on the form that they picked up in this last game against Orlando Pirates. I don't think there's anything tried and trusted. They just need to bring the confidence that they had and just do their best, because you're literally playing against arguably the best team in the country right now. So if winning's not, you know, the object, then learning is, going back to my original point. So this outcome, I'm pretty sure, is going to go directly Limitless's way, but there's no reason why Red Crown can't come off better from having played it.
Yeah, I think personally that they need to rely on what they did well against Orlando Pirates and bring that into this match against Limitless. They need to really shut them down as much as they did with Orlando Pirates. I feel like they need to do that even more with Limitless. But I feel like we do have a good game on our hands, especially since Red Crown have already warmed up. Of course, they've had quite a few games against Orlando Pirates, and I'm not quite sure what the warm-up process was for Limitless. But then again, they don't really always need all that much
he needs to
warming
warm up anyway.
Alright, I'm just quickly setting up for Maxpresso when he does join us.
Brilliant.
But for now, we have this game. We're waiting for these players seem to be joining in and then leaving again, and then joining back in and then leaving again. So I think for now we just sit and wait, and no, let's have a conversation. The Gatu Meow, welcome to you, sir. Good evening, legends. Good evening to you, legend. Welcome. Man, it's good to see you in our chat. Nevid's Party Parrot, do you want to give us context for that comment? To Die For be right back. So we're just holding on to see them come back, because it seems like they're just not ready to get going just yet.
Well, I'm pretty excited. Like, once I get invited to the game to do. Because otherwise I'm just going to be listening to you, and you know, I'm pretty good at the listening thing, but I'm much better at the looking thing.
I mean, we should all be much better at the listening thing, but that's why we are here, to get some practice in as casters, because this is what we love to do. We love to be involved in the community and create a space where the community can keep an eye on the teams in our region. And yeah, I mean, I always look forward to any game, but particularly when Limitless is playing. I mean, it is always just, it's quality gameplay, right? When you watch the Premier League, you look forward to seeing Manchester City because you just know they're that good. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you.
No, I completely agree with you there. I think it's a treat to watch our big boys play in whatever circumstance. So yes, this is a scrim, and sure, the points are beans, are, you know, tater tots at this point, but I do believe that it's definitely worth watching.
Right, and as we get underway, we see that Leah has now been confirmed. It is actually Declan. He has just changed his on-screen name for reasons unknown. But so we've got Snowy and To Die For and Darth in the blue side for Limitless, also known as Cherry. That's Darth. And then, of course, we've got Red Crown on the orange team with Declan, Daps, and Tristan. Nice demo there from Snowy, but a great opportunity for Tristan to just take the ball forward. To Die For chucking it up. I'm not quite sure what's happening in the midfield there. Cherry is seemingly in some sort of altercation there. It might be a rule 1, but Tristan doesn't really care because he just goes on and slots us in. Now we see the Snowy has left the game, so it seems like we've got a bit of a confusion happening here. Okay, so the game has ended for some reason, and the people have left, so let me leave as well. Okay, now while we sort this out quickly, it seems like we've lost Romeo for a minute as well, so let's see if we can get him back. Oh, this is the thing about scrims. Anything can happen, anything can go wrong, and we always have to just deal with the situation. Romeo, I do hear audio, so I believe we are back.
Yes, we definitely are.
Right, and we do have your camera as well, so let's get back onto that page so that everyone can see your pretty face. Don't worry, MJ, Romeo is back. He hasn't left us just yet.
I'll always be here for you guys. I'll always be here.
Gatu Meow saying hats off to you, gents. Casting is not easy. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are definitely just trying ourselves out here. We love doing it. We love being involved. We're not good at it, so please bear with us. But
what are you saying? Casting is easy. It's incredibly easy. Casting well is hard.
Ah, there we go. I was wondering where you were going with this, but yes, casting is easy, but casting well is not.
You know, all you need to cast is headphones, a cheap little microphone like this one, and the ability to watch somebody's game and irritate them. That's all we do. So I've got to say, casting, like I said, easy. Casting well, not so much. And that's why we're here. We're here to get better. And you know, just like chat could be better, just like the games could be better, casters could be better. And so that's why we're working towards here as well.
I like what I see in the chat from Nevitz. It's actually a really good sentence. It's like Rocket League, deceptively simple. That is exactly what it is. It is deceptively simple. It seems easy for people to do, but once you're in the position of doing it yourself, you realize, wait a minute, these people actually have talent.
I think it's also building on that. It is deceptively simple. You think you can just drop into a game and do it, and then they put you in front of a mic and a camera, and you're like, "What am I doing here? What am I doing with my life? What must I do with this hand? I don't even know. What does it do? Do I need to push it down? You know, how do we recover from this? How do we not be cringe?" And these are the questions I ask myself, Dutch.
Look, it's in the moments where you have a bit of a brain fart and you have that 5 seconds where you don't really know what to say next, but at the same time you have that stress on your brain like, oh shit, I'm going quiet and now the stream is becoming boring. So what do I do now? And that is where the practice comes in, and we need to just force out a conversation if there's not a conversation to be had.
And you know, let's be honest, Altruism and Greybeard, they're easily the most overworked personalities in our scene. And I love them for all of their work that they do, but they also deserve a break sometimes. There needs to be somebody else who can step into the team and say, hey, we're ready to cast. We can do it too. We're not awful. We're not great, but, we're a good substitute. And, here's my face.
Listen, money goes a long way, but for a lot of teams, there is no money to be used on casters, and that's why they get stuck with little old me and Bromeo. But I mean, we're doing our best, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. And as far as I know, ACGL has gone live for their matches, so I believe that, of course, the game against Unity for Red Crown is at 9. So they won't be casting that just yet, but I do believe that they have other games going on at the moment. Let me just quickly look at the matches that are happening tonight. So it's Realms versus White Rabbit Gaming. I believe that's the game they are streaming right now. And then, of course, Team Fusion against Team Omega. And last but not least, Unity versus Red Crown. So that is then the last or the final matches of the round of 16. And yeah, if Unity beats Red Crown, or if Red Crown beats Unity, then they go up against possibly Fusion, possibly Omega. What do we know about Team Omega? Because that's a name I haven't really seen before.
They used to be Team Alpha, and now they're and Omega, I suppose. I don't know. I'm talking shit. I've never heard of these guys.
Are you making this up? Okay, there we go. So Team Omega, according to ACGL's website, is Breezy, Flusy, Killer Code, Default, it's Migs and Sloppy Dog. Some of these names I do recognize. Breezy and Flosy. Those are two names that I recognize. And Migs.
I mean, that's practically the whole team, dude. You've heard of them then.
Well, there are 6 players in the team. I don't know who's who, and who's in main and who's subs. So for you guys waiting for the game to happen against Limitless, it seems like Darth's power has died, but he's not supposed to have load shedding. So we're not quite sure what's happening.
No, but that's fine.
To die for, he's not supposed to have load shedding now, so we don't know.
That's pretty wild. But it is South Africa, so you never know. You gotta stay vigilant. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta keep your eyes peeled, even if it is dark.
Oh, this country that we live in, you have to love it though.
And I do.
You have to deal with it. You don't have a choice.
Dude, not gonna lie, it has its shortcomings, but I love this place.
Alright, so,
are we hanging out? Are we enjoying each other's
we lost?
company?
Oh, you lost me. Okay, okay. No, I am still here. I'm just looking for information, but for some reason my browser is not loading up. So far in round 2 for ACGL, Nixa is going to play against Omnius Gaming. Now, the thing about Omnius is I don't recognize the name, but I recognize the players. So the players are Siphon, Olympic, and Christian W.
Yeah, so it used to be the old Digital Devils roster. Omnius picked them up. Olympic, ever the journeyman. And I think they are a brand new team. Setting up for this next split. Omnius is already an established org, so that's always great for the scene. The more orgs, the better. The more people that we recognize, the more teams we have to follow, the happier I am. Because there is nothing better than being able to recognize and see your favorite players week in, week out. And the likes of Omnius, Monarch, Realms, Cosmico, Astronic. All of these guys coming into the scene. Monarch's been here for a good while. And I just love that in the last season it's absolutely exploded, because I remember when last year's RLCS came around, I could tell you about Bravado, I could tell you about Orlando Pirates. And that was pretty much the extent of it, but getting into the scene and seeing all of these orgs now popping up and competing for top 8, I think we're in a really, really healthy spot, and I think it's really, really, really cool. I'm all here for it. I think there is nothing better for the game than competition. So the more orgs that pop up and want to get involved, I say, hell, come. let's do this.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is definitely for us as content creators and casters. You know, for us, of course, it's great to have multiple teams because the chance of them wanting to have their games streamed is great for us. But for the community as a whole, there's more to get behind. You know, there's more opportunity to have. Right, I see this team and I want to support them instead of having to choose one or two of the 3 names that are known. Now we have at least 16 teams where we can say, I've heard that name before. And it's only going to keep growing, right? And eventually, in a couple seasons, you know, we could be looking at 30 teams all competing for the top spots. So it is absolutely amazing to see this all unfold and to be a part of it. I could never have imagined that we would be here if I had looked maybe 5 years ago to where I'd be now. I was not expecting this.
No, definitely not. I am very pleasantly surprised. But speaking of surprised, Snowy has said in the chat that they're going to have to call this game, so it doesn't look like we're going to see a Red Crown Limitless tonight. Sorry, folks.
That is unlucky. It seems like Darth is just not going to be able to come back from his power outage. So there we have it. South Africa doing what South Africa does and breaking up a bit of a scrim right now. Now, I have a confession. I did check if I'm allowed to stream the game for ACGL, but it seems that ACGL is going to be doing that themselves. So in order to keep the community together and not split anyone up, I am rather going to raid you guys into the ACGL stream. Because we now don't have the scrim happening and the ACGL game is at 9. Go ahead, go watch them as well. I'm rather going to send you guys over that side because I have no more content to give you. I can give you my gameplay, but it's nowhere close to being as fun as watching these scrims and these matches.
Dutch, are you saying that they didn't come here to look at us and listen to us talk? I am
maybe
offended.
one or two of them, maybe one or two of them, but not all of them. So take it how you will, but I'd rather send you guys off to some quality content. Greybeard and Altruism are going to keep you company there. Quickly going to copy this link into the raid function. Bromeo, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm sorry that we had to cut this short, but it was a great opportunity for all of us, and I had a lot of fun. I'm not sure about you, but
I mean,
absolutely great opportunity, and next time let's do it again.
If you want to break up with me, it's okay. Like I can
It's
hear
not
it.
you,
I
it's
can
me.
handle it. I can handle it, bro. Maybe you can't
It
handle
is-
it.
I love how you're looking me dead in the eyes.
I'm a whole
And
lot
that's
of caster,
making
bro.
me so uncomfortable.
I'm a whole lot of caster, and if you can't handle me, yo, dude.
It is not you, it is me, Bromeo. But Realms and White Rabbit are playing at the moment, and it is 2-0 to White Rabbit right now. So, guys, go and enjoy, have fun, go say hey to Greybeard in the chat for me, tell him I sent you, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. GG's.